on low. Bitches wanna fuck me cause I got some money, tell her ass no. Yeah, she say she got a man, told her we gotta be friends. Yeah, I know how that goes, yeah, I know how that ends. Ask her, would you be strong if I gotta go away, if I gotta do a bit? I send pictures for memories, I know you see me. He use JPay, just like TV, and we got VVs, and I got you one for when you see me. That bitch bling loud, just like 3D. You can have whatever that you want, yeah, it's yours. I buy you whatever that you want, all these stars. You can call it what you want, yeah, I just know it ain't love. I send pictures for memories, I know you see me. He use JPay, just like TV, and we got VVs, and I got you one for when you see me. That bitch bling loud, just like 3D. You can have whatever that you want, yeah, it's yours. I buy you whatever that you want, all these stars. You can call it what you want, yeah, I just know it ain't love. I had them peas in Suzuki, nigga won't ride around with me. I lost my job and my bitch, I ain't working 3 weeks. Yeah, I know I'm gon' make it, just be patient with me. Yeah, then I pay for them to get put on white tees, yeah. I'm in a suit with my gun beside me. I'm gon' blow, they gon' see. It ain't tricking if you got it, I'll put on fleek. I'm not tryna be your man, we can do it though, just keep it on low. Bitches wanna fuck me cause I got some money, tell her ass no. Yeah, she say she got a man, told her we gotta be friends. Yeah, I know how that goes, yeah, I know how that ends. Ask her, would you be strong if I gotta go away, if I gotta do a bit? I send pictures for memories, I know you see me. He use JPay, just like TV, and we got VVs, and I got you one for when you see me. That bitch bling loud, just like 3D. You can have whatever that you want, yeah, it's yours. I buy you whatever that you want, all these stars. You can call it what you want, yeah, I just know it ain't love.
Yo, what up? All right, man. Let's get this thing started. Yo, so this gonna be my first official episode of Ped Talks, man. Um, so tonight we're gonna do 3 peds, and believe it or not, all 3 got Golden Child in common. He's on the top side of all 3 of those peds, so that's gonna kind of make things a little more streamlined. Golden Child, very popular stud right now. So I probably won't take too much time getting into his pedigree or whatnot. I do want to just touch on it a little bit, but that kind of shows you a little bit where the game going. So the first 3 people hit me up. They sent their pedigrees and they sired by Golden Child. I do want to say thank you to those who did reach out and did send their pedigrees, because this is the first episode of this. It really ain't no telling how this gonna go, man. So y'all bear with me through the good, through the bad, and whatever advice y'all got for me, let me know. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna be respectful. I hope everybody in the comments can be respectful. For real, what I don't want to do is degrade anybody. So let's keep this like an even level. Let's have fun with it if we can possibly learn. Y'all say, hey, check this dog out in the pedigree. You see something that you feel like you want us to dig into a little bit deeper, then let me know. if you want to come in and you want to join me a little bit and you want to talk on some of these pedigrees, you might be familiar with some of the dogs in there, then, don't be scared to do that either. Let me know. I'll drop a link in there for y'all so y'all can jump in on the invite. But that's what we're going to be getting into today. We got 3 separate bitches bred the golden child. So let's try to have a little bit of fun with it. Let's get into it. All right, man. It's a little intro right there. Hope y'all like that one, man. But first thing first, let's get into it. A guy by the name of Andre Birdie Cannon. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Andre Birdie Cannon, man. He's the first person to reach out. This is pedigree. Let me take that down so we can see that completely. This the pedigree he had. He reached out. He got a we have here. So he has a aftermath Zeke the Freak bred to a inbred Lucky Luciano daughter, and he took that to Golden Child. So what we got here, he took an inbred daughter, took that to Zeke the Freak, took that daughter, bred it to Golden Child, who's also inbred. Me personally, these are the type of outcrosses that I like to see. I prefer outcrosses to go to other line bred dogs whenever I do that. If I was to do something like this in my program, it'll be outcross probably in a similar way if I own this female named Tampa. So give me a second. Let me check these comments out. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, I don't have too many questions in the comments. So let's just get into this one a little bit more since I don't have any questions or anything. I'm gonna see if I can bring up his live pedigree and if we can go backwards through it a little bit together, see if anything jumps out at us. It's so cool, Ray. Thank you, Kayla. Oh, what's going on? Amir, what's up? And what's going on? Dame, what it do? Desmond, what it do? What it do? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm gonna bring up this guy's pedigree, see what we can get. Let's see what we got. All right, so now I got this open a little bit. We can probably go back in here a little bit. This specifically is the pedigree of his girl. Her name is Tampa. So this is Tampa's pedigree. This is the bottom half of that breeding. He took this to Golden Child. So when I look at this pedigree, one of the first things that I notice is see this dog here. Her name is ABB Luna. And then we go up here. We got ABB Clico. Interesting part about this to me is Luna is Granddaddy Purple and Milestone Lola. So let's go back and take a look at Clico. We got Louis V, Milestone Lovey. Check out Indica. So you see a lot of, it's this phenom starting to be like a consistent look right now in the back of that pedigree. So, that's something I look at. I like to say, hey, I see this dog showing up several times. Maybe there's a goal for these breedings. They're trying to lock in some specifically. We go back to Clico, you'll see the same thing. No, I'm sorry. I believe it was on Lovey. Sorry, Luna. We come back here. We see Fab Phenom again, right? All right, so Granddaddy Purple is a litter mate to Clico, right? Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So we come here, we see the same breeding. Short Muscle Louis V, Milestone Lovey. All right. It's Clico. Let's go back to Luna. Louis V, Lovey. All right. So already we got something here happening off the same litter, introduced with some Phenom down here. A lot of Dax, a lot of Dax, a lot of Dax. So, we kind of moving backwards in the gens. You're going to see Dax repetitive. Further back we go. As they say, Golden Child now is similar to Dax. You're seeing that a lot. And I think that's proof because we got 3 Peds with 3 Golden Child sires tonight. So somebody says a dog in there named Brick. Shit, my first bully was his son. Yeah, what year was that? Because these Peds going back a little bit. So when I'm looking at Peds, I like to find similarities like that. So we know we got Clico and then this girl's dad. They're litter mates. Here, they keep this going. You got Aftermath. So, they're line breeding. This dog, Aftermath Zeke, is a result of a line breeding Louis V. But not just Louis V. It's also the mother as well. So, litter mates kind of going in on this one together. And then the bottom with his girl, interesting. You're going to see inbred Lucky Luciano. And of course, anytime you see Lucky behind that, you're going to see Dax. Behind that, you're going to see Dax. So I think this is interesting. So you got this girl, Ella Mae Frazier, bred to Lucky Luciano. To get this girl, he calls Luciana. All right. And as we know, he bred this, Zeke the Freak, inbred, well, not inbred, line bred on Louis V, right? That's his dog Tampa. This he bred the Golden Child. We know Golden Child what he is, right? He's inbred. Golden Child. I'm sorry, Golden Child is inbred Grim. A Grim daughter by the name of Cocaine Cowgirl, right? Cocaine Cowgirl bred back to Grim gives you Golden Child. So it's a lot of line breeding down here on the bottom side, inbreeding, and then he took that to a inbred stud who's known to be producing at the time. So, I mean, when y'all see this pedigree, and I can get the idea behind it. So, I would say I would breed in a similar way. How do y'all feel about this pedigree when y'all see this one? Is this something that y'all can see yourself doing? You think this makes sense in your opinion? And not only that, like give me some feedback. Where would you end up breeding this dog to? So I'm gonna drop this pedigree down. I'm gonna bring back up the breeding banner and let's talk about this a little bit. Where would y'all want to breed this girl to? So if you this breeding just created a dog. What blood you think would hit with this? Hmm? What dog? What blood? So me, I'm looking at this. I'm probably trying to line further this by line breeding on the Grim, the golden child side. So if you go down to the bottom side of this pedigree, you got multiple options. You got multiple options. You can line breed this more back towards Zeke the Freak. You can go further back behind that. You can line breed this back toward Louis V, or on the bottom, this girl is a inbred Lucky Luciano. So you can even go that way. Where would you take it though? More Rocco. Add more Rocco to it. Yeah, me too. Grim specifically. I'm taking it the Grim route. No, I'm not just any Rocco son. We got two times Grim in there. This all in the three gens. So yeah, I would probably look for a. It's probably a golden child stud out there that already exists where somebody took a lot of lucky blood and they took it to golden child, and they got that line breeding. So you could line breed on your outcross. Would you outcross it though? Would you outcross this? Would you outcross this? Would you take this to another blood that doesn't exist in the current pedigree? Would you take this to something that's not in there at all? Let's say like a muscle tone, some blood like that. Uh, anything different? Venom line, bring that Louis V back. So yeah, somebody said they're gonna tap in on the Louis V a little bit more. I'm taking her to Machiavelli, Machiavelli, Rogue Bully Camps Machiavelli. Yeah. So yeah, you take that to Machiavelli, you definitely bringing out a lot. Machiavelli, you're gonna get Grim, and you're gonna get Cocaine Cowgirl again too. I think that's a good one. Somebody said I'm taking it to K2 blood. You taking that to K2 blood, Chomper blood. You taking that to Chomper blood. So you introducing at that point what you're going for. You want more. You're spreading the pedigree, the blood out thinner. You ain't got no. So that's a lot of things you currently don't have in that pedigree. You don't have any chumper in this pedigree right now. You don't have any K2 blood or similarities in this pedigree either. So you're gonna be spreading that out. Veneno blood, none of that in there either. You're still gonna be spreading that out, right? As a whole, though, what do y'all think about this breeding? What are your thoughts on this? My opinion, I like it. I like it a lot. So we know Grand Champion Lucky Luciano to be a great show dog and to produce a lot of consistency when it comes to structure. So you take that and you breed that to a dog like Zeke the Freak. So I don't know a lot about Zeke the Freak, but I do know he is line bred Louis V. And then you take this to Golden Child. So I like this. Me personally, I think he left himself a lot of options to go in a lot of different directions. So I'm sure he excited about this one and can't wait till they get older. I don't know if he kept a male. I don't know if he kept a female or probably a pair. I like it though overall. I like it gives a few different options to go with breeding wise. Right. I agree with that. Somebody says, but is that not an outcross though? If I outcross it, I would have the top still Rocco on top. All right, so we got some discussion about is it outcross or not. All right, so there's a lot of opinions about what's outcross and what's not, what is and what isn't outcross. So you would have to have a line bred dog to outcross it. Just because you take a dog and you don't have no common blood in that pedigree from no generations, and then you breed it to a dog that also don't have any like blood and no similarities in its pedigree, that's not an outcross. You're gonna be looking at a scatterbreed. Hate that word, but you're gonna be looking at a scatterbreed. So in order to outcross, you got to line breed first, right? Right, like what we talking about at that point. If we not line breeding, then how are we outcrossing? It just become a word. Basically, like outcross is it's takes steps to get to a proper outcross, in my opinion. Like you gotta start with a goal to line breed something and to lock in some traits, and then you outcross that. And when you outcross that, I prefer a outcross to be to a dog that is line bred, where those people had already went on and they locked in the traits. You have to line breed to outcross. Yeah, in my opinion. So like I can't really say like this is my opinion. Like if you're not line breeding, then where are you crossing from? What are you outing? So like if you're walking down the street and you walking in a straight line and you gotta cross the road, you had to be on one side to need to go to the other side. So I look at that as a cross to be considered an outcross. I meant, yeah, to me, I don't know. Y'all can call it an outcross, but let's say, man, let's say you got your pedigree over here, and you got your dogs like your mom. This is your female dog. You're looking at your female dog, and her pedigree is, she's not line bred at all, right? She's a scatter dog, scatter pedigree, and you take her to a male that is also scattered, what did you outcross? You can't say I outcrossed her blood to another blood because right now she doesn't have anything to determine what she is at the moment. You got an American bully that's scatterbred. Maybe you've been breeding on phenotype, whatever you decide that you're breeding on. But yeah, the way I look at it is, and correct me if I'm wrong. If anybody in there got another way for me to look at it, I'm open to it. But the way I look at it is, you gotta have a line bred dog to outcross because you haven't established anything to say I'm outcrossing from, or anything to say that I'm outcrossing to. If you took it to another scatterbred dog, when you say, yo, I outcrossed this girl to what? To what? What blood are you going to say? If you look over there and your first three generations got 16 different dogs in it, what did you outcross to? You can't say that, then that's probably not an outcross. In my opinion, that's going to be more of a scatter breeding. You probably say, hey, I bred my girl to this male, but you didn't outcross any blood specifically. You didn't outcross to a line specifically. You didn't do anything. So like let's since we using Golden Child, he's a sire and he's very well line bred. He's grim and bred, right? So you can say I bred to Golden Child. Say you had a scattered pedigree female and you finally did a breeding and you bred her to a dog like Golden Child. Now you're starting to figure out a line, right? But that's just one breeding. So you took something and you took it to Golden Child. So now you got some likeness in your pedigree where Grim is going to show up more times than any other dog in your pedigree. So he is going to be looking like he's going to be dominating probably the majority of the blood percentages when you break that down. You continue to line breed back on Grim, and then you take it out to, I don't know, you guys name any line bred stud. Muscle tone, right? Muscle tone, they've been around for ages. Any muscle tone dog, it's gonna be muscle tone, right? Muscle tone up, muscle tone down, inside out, right? You take that dog now, you can say, I am outcrossing this to muscle tone. Muscle tone has already been breeding for years. They locked in traits. They have a look, right? They have a consistency, whatever that may be. People are able to identify a muscle tone dog and say, yo, that looked like a muscle tone dog. So now you got some that you're outcrossing too. So that's how I'm looking at an outcross. I don't think you can outcross without a line bred dog. At that point, you're scattering. said that would probably be a good pet for Easy Money. Easy Money, I don't know Easy Money pet too well. He's a golden child son, right? And Louis V on the bottom. I don't know exactly how on the Louis V side, but I know it's there, right? So yeah, I mean that's the if you didn't see it already, let me tell you again, man. These are my opinions. If you don't agree with me, I accept it because I ain't paying for your breedings. All right. So that's one pet, right? We got let's jump into another one. Let me see if I can get this pulled up on the screen. Bear with me. All right, so my man's this time around, he gave me a Bully Dex. Let's see what we got. All right, we got Golden Child on the top. We know how that goes, right? Let's look at this bottom. So I don't know if y'all can see it too well, right? I know y'all probably on your phone, so this could be showing up small. So let me just read this out to y'all, right? This is FB 2B. That's the killer man. It's my man's Jay. He's out of Maryland, I believe. All right, so what we got here is when you first look at this, the first thing I see some blue forest dogs here, and immediately when I see blue forest, I think of kind of like old style dogs, what they would call back in the gap, right? And when I see this, I say, Haley, what's going on? How you doing? I appreciate you. I ain't trying to be too fancy. I just gotta make sure that I put on for the bully community though. All right. So when I see blue force dogs, I kind of think of that older look, kind of before I started messing with bullies. Right. Nothing wrong with this. So my opinion of this breed, like before even digging into it, I look at this. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing a lot of older dogs, even down to the point, especially when he immediately I'm saying more Rocco, right? So as soon as I look at this, I'm looking at these dates, right? We talking about dogs that are born in 2013, 2015, 2013, 2013, right? Nothing wrong with that. So I see this, I'm like, all right, cool. I think he is taking that blood, he's built some structure off of it, and then he is going to run this to something to bring this structure, this old blood that he's been building on back to the future. Now, what's interesting with this pedigree to me is this dog right here. This dog's called SB Loki 7 of Stan Game Bully Camp. Right when I went through this, I saw he's a son of Ritz. So I clicked on this daughter here, boom, and what I see Ritz, right? So we got a daughter of Ritz, bred to Ritz. So now I'm looking at this like, okay, so then we got an inbred stud. I like inbred studs. I think they throw, I think they produce. So I look at this, I'm like, all right, he has a plan. He has a plan. So he's taking his blue force. He has this daughter, Couture Meathead, breeds it to this inbred stud, um, Loki 7. Then he takes his daughter. He also takes that to an inbred stud. So, you know what I mean? It's a pattern starting to happen there. So I'm wondering if you take a daughter from this, is he going to take that to another inbred stud? But I tell you what, I know he's not going to be able to inbreed his daughter because they don't allow that. So what? This golden child SSS, that's Sam Jeremiah. You can't inbreed to their stud. So I know he definitely not going to inbreed back to golden child. So this is what I see. Right? I'm not too familiar with Blue Force. I know it was around. You know, years before I got in the game. And some of the dogs I do know that came from Blue Force, like dogs like Garfield, I want to say. Garfield, Blue Force. Garfield, I want to say he came from Blue Force. Amazing dog from what I've seen, the pictures and the time that he was alive to compete and be a part of the American Bully breed. He looked like he was an amazing dog at that time. He looked like he was ahead of times. So that's about as much as I know about Blue Force. Um, but I heard good things about him. Structure, A1. I guess some people say that's the true American Bully right there. That style of dog. So with that said, Blue Force used to wreck shit back in the day. Right, that's what I heard. Ahead of that time. So hold on. I got this comment here for him. The way I understand this is a outcross is something you do when you're inbreeding or line breeding too tight. Then you need to bring in another blood that is also tight but has nothing to do with your dog blood to diversify the blood and not start getting messed up dogs. Right. So that's what I'm saying too. I'm saying you got a line breed to outcross. Right. Just taking a dog to another dog that don't have common blood with your dog isn't the answer. Right. You're gonna have to do something different. So we got a lot of people in here with Blue Force. So the people in here that's been around seeing Blue Force wreck and shit, you like Blue Force. What do you think about this pedigree? How does this work for y'all? He's taking that Blue Force blood, he's bringing it to the future. So it's looking like you're gonna get the best of both worlds. And I don't know if he's online. I wish he was. He posted, excuse me, he posted a dog probably like last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. The dog had attended a show in what was it, man? What show is that? Attended a show in Pennsylvania. I want to say I'm not gonna figure the name out. It's a show in Pennsylvania. They do it every year. I can't think of the name of it right now. Allentown. There we go. He attended Allentown, I think, with with the son from this breed, and he cleaned up. He fucked the show up. He fucked the show up. So whatever his aim was with that, I think he achieved it, man. He came home with a lot of ribbons, some first places. Not just thank you for your attendance ribbons. No, I think he really went out there to Allentown and fucked some shit up with this dog. So whatever that goal was for him, he really, he delivered it. So what y'all think on this? Where does this blood go now, in your opinion? Do you like this breeding? Do you think he could have bred it to something else? Me personally, I think he bred it to the best dog for where he was coming from. The goal seems to be ahead of your time. How do you get ahead of your time though? Like you only have the dogs here to work with. So how you take them dogs that do exist now and get ahead of it? What do you do? What do you do? You got to go back to the future. You got to get in the lab, start cooking up some stuff. Don't nobody know about how you get ahead of the time. You got to go out there and find the secret sauce, like a bulldog. What you talking about? How you get ahead of the time, man? You got to put a bulldog in there that don't nobody know nothing about. And then we look at this pedigree. You gonna have a bulldog on there, F1. Shit gonna be home. What you talking about, man? Tell me how we supposed to get ahead of the time, because I do want to get ahead of the time. Like you look back and you see some dogs, like say you look back like 2010 or whatever, and you see a dog like in the pedigree, and you be like, God damn, that dog could stack with these dogs today. I know he was crazy back in 2010 because he'll fuck some shit up now. How did those people get ahead of the time? And then it's like the further back you go, the more they were okay with saying, well, we might have sauced it up a little bit. You know what I mean? But nowadays, saucing is off the table, right? Dane bred R2G2 one time, and now he better than all of us. You know what I'm saying? I kind of get that same energy from him, man. He went to an inbred dog, and that impacted the breeding tremendously. Yeah, But I mean, he brought consistency to it though, because he had been working on this already using inbred dogs, getting it to a point where he could take it to an inbred dog like Golden Child. Nah, we the same chill. All right, right. So let's see. We got one more. Let me bring that one up. Who we got on this last one? I bet y'all can't guess who the sire is of this last one. Let's see. Woo-hoo! Bingo. Motherfucking Golden Child, man. Again, right? Motherfucking Golden Child, boy. Motherfucking Golden Child. Hey, look, a lot of people hate this dog. Why? Why? Look at this. 3 back to back, right? I ain't handpicked these people or nothing, man. This is what came to me. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Golden Child, Golden Child, Golden Child. So y'all ever heard of it's like a theory, right? In other breeds, they call it the popular stud syndrome or something like that, right? Let's say, for instance, you get a dog that's so popular that majority of the community breeds to the dog, right? Like right now, Golden Child, right? 3 for 3 tonight. Majority of the community ends up breeding to the same dog, and it comes to a point that your breed blood becomes too tight to go forward as a breed, and you have to start allowing more dogs into your registry so that you can have studs to diversify the blood quantums again. Now, our stud books are not closed, so studs still can be brought into this registry as a single register stud, right? But I think that's interesting to say, like, this is I bred the Golden Child too, y'all. So, I'm contributing. So don't think I'm knocking it at all. I love this stud. I just find it crazy that a lot of people can hate on this dog. And I think majority of the hate probably comes from the amount of success that this dog has garnered. Some people don't think that this dog deserves what he has. But man, a lot of stuff come with that. Like, you know what I mean? This dog just didn't show up and got what he got. He earned everything he got, right? Him and his owners, they hit the road. They talked. They were loud. They showed up. They stood on it, right? And then you got the business aspect of it. They delivered. So hate it or love it, man. The dog ain't going nowhere. I just showed you that 1, 2, 3, 3 times in a row, right? I don't see him going nowhere. And plus, he's over 1,600 kids at this point. I did a breeding last year, and when I got my paperwork back, we was in the 1,600s. So I'm sure more breedings happened since last year. So, I wouldn't be surprised if he's moved up closer to 1,700, if not past 1,700. So, Golden Child is the new Dax. And somebody said, I'll cross that motherfucker right there. That's my style right there, right? Golden Child has built a lot of programs and a lot of dogs, period. Right, right. Yeah, he's changed people's lives in this breed. People bred to him. He created a new wave. So to say like studs that's popping now, you're kind of looking at them. They probably got probably some Golden Child in them 9 times out of 10, and 9 times out of 10 is a whole lot when we got thousands of dogs. So kudos to this dog, man. Get this dog his flowers while he's still alive. We living in his era. You know what I mean? A lot of us ain't get to see Dax Dominator era. Didn't get to see Rocco Dominator era. We can witness this one though, right? Elijah, what's up, man? We gotta send Colossal for next episode. Too much GC going on. Hey, look, I ain't do this. I did not do this. I don't think it's too much GC. You know what I mean? I like it. This dude working. He got 1,700 kids. the likelihood of him being in the pedigree is increasing every time he shipped that semen out. So I ain't got nothing to do with that. We haven't even gotten to the pedigree, man. We're just talking about golden child, man. Somebody said I decided to keep every dog I have quiet until they come out to the 20K. Right, 20K coming up. Big platform. All right, so let's talk about his pedigree. Off the rip, heavy line bred, right? What y'all see off the rip? Heavy. Based on your experience, what you know? You look at this, you said, damn. Wow, right? This is heavy. This is heavy. Rocco is son of Boss, Eminence Boss, right? So you see Boss on the bottom side of this. You see Rocco. He's appearing again twice that you can see in the third generation. You also got Grim here on the Golden Child side, but we know Grim goes back to Rocco, right? So there's a lot of Rocco, even more Boss happening, but the Boss is going to be a generation behind Rocco, so that blood percentage is going to drop a little bit. But it's a lot of consistency here with the type of breeding. Then we got Chilindrina. This is a Boss daughter, right? Chilindrina was bred to, she was also bred to Rocco. So she got, this breeding was to Grim. She was also bred to Rocco. I don't know if y'all know this, but she is the mother of Raider, grandmother of Colossal, Chilindrina. The mother of Raider. Right? So in this pedigree, he took Chilindrina to Grim. We got this dog, Nyx. Nyx already, she's bred well, in my opinion, right? What y'all think? I think his female Nyx is already bred well. He takes it to Golden Child. What's the aim with that? So he's line breeding more. Who pops up the most in this pedigree? Grim, right? So I would say we're going for some type of consistency of a line breed based on Grim. And then behind that, we got Rocco. Remember, but if it wasn't for Dax, Rocco, or Golden Child won't be there. Right. Yeah, we can always say that. We can always push it back. If it wasn't for this person, then we wouldn't have that person. If it wasn't for that person, we wouldn't have this person. But I mean, I think that's the beauty of it, right? We standing on the shoulders of giants, right? People that already crossed certain barriers. They crawled so the next person can walk, so the following person can run. So, you know, I don't think we always have to say shout out to Dax when we talking about one of his great grandkids. You know, we know he's there. You know what I mean? We know he exists. We know he's there. I think you can give Grim his flowers, and those flowers automatically get passed to Rocco. Those flowers get passed to Boss. Those flowers get passed to Dax. Dax's flowers get passed to Juan Gotti. However you want to do it, right? You don't have to take anything away from Dax by acknowledging a dog that comes later in his generations, right? We probably wouldn't have this breed if it wasn't for Dax the way that it looks today. Huge contribution to our breed, right? So yeah, shouts out to Dax. He did what he did at the time. He did it, and he can be a legend forever. But I mean, he can be surpassed, though. You know, let's not get it twisted. He can get surpassed, and I think that's happening, and we're gonna have to live with that and accept that. I believe Golden Child just recently surpassed him for kids. So, you know, without Dax, Golden Child wouldn't exist. A lot of dogs wouldn't exist without Dax. I think the breed as it is today wouldn't exist without Dax. So, yeah, big ups to Dax. Every pedigree we probably ever see in this game got Dax. Somewhere out there over the rainbow. You know what I mean? Some shit like that, right? Maybe Dak's back there somewhere. I'm sure he is. Smiling down with whatever sauce that he was crossed with that we don't know that made him different than the rest of the bullets. So, you know what I mean? Big respect for Dax, right? Dax was ahead of his time. Yes, he was ahead of time. Dax had that sauce, man. In my opinion, Dax had some sauce. In my humble opinion. Yeah, he had to be ahead of his time. He got sauced up. It said, what makes Dax be here? Yo, what's the word, Ziggy, man? Appreciate you for popping in. Mr. Randolph, what's going on, bro? I've been saying it, like it or not, GC the new Dax, right? In the discussion. It's really that simple. He ain't even the new Dax, man. He golden child. He didn't establish that. Dax is back there. You know what I'm saying? Back there. Way back there. He's not even like a son, not even a grandson. How many back? I don't know. I had to go back a little bit. What are we looking at? At least 5 generations back from Golden Child. So yeah, man, get that man his credit all on his own. Get that camp their credit too. They made that happen. Is Grim not the new Dax? If anything, is Grim not the new Dax? No, he not. He not. Nah. Why you say that? Why do you think that? We're gonna get back on that. Let's dig back into this. Where does this pedigree need to go next for you guys? Y'all think this needs an outcross? So look, I think this is a difference when you're looking at different pedigrees, right? This one right here definitely says this is a line bred dog. So when you talk about outcrossing, I think you can really use the term outcross and it be correct. Because this dog is highly line bred. Highly line bred, right? Where do you go with this? You outcrossing? You locking in some more? Where do you go? Come on, y'all. Opinions. Y'all don't just sit in there and look at me. Y'all tell me where you go with this. Where do you go with this? You further in the line breed or you're going to outcross it? Where are you going? Interesting question, right? Or not really? Is it one answer and one answer only? Outcross? Don't get me wrong, I love Grim. He created him, but he put in his own body of work. Grim scatterbred as hell. Oh, y'all in there going crazy. On Ped Talks. Talking about scatterbred peds on Ped Talks? That's crazy. That's disrespectful to be speaking like that about Grim. But focus. Y'all focus. What are you doing with this dog? You got a male? What are you doing with it? You got a female? What are you doing with it? Focus. Muscle tone. Why muscle tone? Why muscle tone? What else exists out there? Why muscle tone? You got Benino. You got Razor's Edge. Muscle tone. You got some dogs that don't even have a line name to them that exists. You can breed to. Chumper blood. That's considered as reliance. You'll take this to reliance. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with anything. You asking what we doing next with the peds you got up? Exactly. Yeah. What are you doing next? This ped you got up, what are you doing with it next? Right? You see what we're dealing with. 3 times Grim, 3 generations. Inbred on the top side. Eminent boss, daughter. You know, what's the see? We got Rocco Sunbred to Rocco daughter to create Nyx. Then we take her to a inbred grandson, right? We got a lot of Grim going on. We got a lot of Rocco going on. We got a lot of boss going on in this pedigree, right? This is like a boss-driven pedigree. If you want to like try to nitpick, you got between Boss, Rocco, and Grim. You can say, hey, I think they was focusing on one of these three dogs, right? You wouldn't necessarily be wrong. What's going on, Rob, bro? Appreciate you for popping in. Ray did Reliance already. Somebody said, clean some shit up. Why do you think it's dirty? Good structure, good moving, trump of blood for sure. Why do you think this is dirty, though? You say clean some shit up. Like, we're looking at a pedigree. We're not looking at no results of the dog from this breeding, right? Why do you assume this is dirty? It says, I'm going to as little DAX as possible. If the dogs up front are related, then all the dogs in the back are related. Even more related, right? Right? But the further you go back, right, those percentages start dropping lower and lower, even if they are related. The chances that you're pulling those double-sided traits is going to drop a little bit more every generation we go back, right? You got to build from back to front, not front to back. All right, so if you're building from back to front, how far back are you talking about? Where do you go? Where do you start? Where do you stop, right? You go back, right? So theoretically speaking, let's look at this pedigree. If we got golden child, right? We got golden child up top and Nicks at the bottom. So 50% of your dog now is golden child and 50% of your dog is Nicks. I know these people be saying you got 60, 70 to mama, 40, 50. I don't know the fuck they get them numbers from, right? I don't know where they get them numbers from. I really don't know. But scientifically speaking, you are 50% of your mother and 50% of your father. So let's go with scientific facts. All of that. The girl is 70, 80 shit. Stated. I don't want to hear it, right? So let's talk scientifically. The male is 50, the mom is 50. You push that back. What makes up golden child? He's going to be 50 of his mom, 50 of his dad. Nicks is going to be 50-50, right? So at this point, the kid that's alive from this breeding is going to be 50 of golden child, 50 of Nicks. And then you go to the following generation, it's going to be 25 of Grim, 25 of Cocaine Cowgirl. You're going to be 25 of Grim, and you're going to be 25 of Chilindrina again. So right now you looking at your offspring being 50% of Grim at this point because it's line bred. Even though Grim is pushed back a generation, he still has 50% input on the result of the puppy from this breeding. So even though it's going back further, when you start seeing the multiple names showing up, the possibility, the percentage of that dog having an impact on the puppy that you're creating, it's going to go up, even if it's further back. How many times are we seeing this dog? You take it a generation back, your 25 is going to go in half. Every dog back there is now going to be 12.5. You go a further generation back, you divide that again. Every dog from there is going to be less than 12.5. That's going to be something 2.56, 6.25% of generation back. You go again, it's going to drop down to like 3% likelihood. You go again, it's going to be like a 1.5% likelihood. You go in again, 0.75% likelihood to throw them traits. Like every generation you get back. You know what I'm saying? So even though you're saying you build it from back to front, you're going to have to show that dog from the back a lot of times to get those percentages up to be able to compete with something that's closer, that's going to be carrying a 50% or 25%. So, you want to see that dog multiple times if that's your goal, right? That's how I'm looking at that. Chill, Ray, you dropping too many Jews. Sign off now. Damn, I'm late. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was dropping too many Jews, man. God damn, I done missed a lot of comments too. I must have got in the zone. I'm sorry. God damn it. Y'all mad at me? What's dropping too many Jews? Like we can't all learn together, eat together? Or is this to the point where it's like, oh, if I got some knowledge, I ain't trying to share it? Is that what we on? Let me know. Let me go back into these comments. I hope I ain't missed something. because it's line bred top and bottom. It is line bred top and bottom. But just because it's line bred top and bottom, that doesn't mean it's dirty. Like, you don't know what trait he's trying to lock in. Doesn't mean it's dirty. So if you think that a blood is clean and a blood is dirty, I don't know if you've seen enough dogs from that bloodline. Right? Don't have that mentality that a bloodline is dirty. Maybe a certain dog you've seen is dirty. You know what I mean? Like, you could pick a bloodline that you don't like, and you probably can see an amazing dog from it that'll be like, God damn, that's a so and so dog. Or you can have a bloodline you love, and somebody be like, yeah, this so and so son, and you be like, now how did you manage to fuck that dog up like that? You know what I'm saying? So don't get into the mindset of thinking that a blood is a certain way. Some breedings just don't click. Yeah. So let me get back in here. I'm coming back with boss blood for myself personally, right? Boss. I think this is predicated on a lot of boss. Here we go. A chromosome is 39 mom, 39 dad. Hello? Hello? Right? Right? So what we talking about? What we talking about? 39, 39, right? 3, 3 is 6, 9, 9, 18, carry your 1, 78. We talking about 78 possibilities, combinations, variations, right? Some you see, some you don't see. Pheno, genotype, you really don't know what you're going to get out of the many, 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 many variations from these 78 that Mr. Randolph is talking about. This shit straight Bremen boss blood. Yes. Yes, yes. All right. Yeah, Ray was dropping too many Jews. How much do you lion breed till you know it's time to outcross? That's you. That's a personal choice. You can't say lion breed 3 times and outcross. That's a personal thing. You find out before your shit start breaking down and falling apart. Get out of there. You know what I mean? And then when you're doing line breed, know the dogs and the traits that you're doubling up on, because with the positive comes the negative too. So just know what you're going for when you do this. You got to determine when it's time to create your own exit strategy. So I would say don't really take nobody word for, hey, bro, you got to line breed twice and then outcross. I can't say it's rules to time. I think you got to get yourself the eye test on what you're producing and what your goal is. If you're getting closer to your goal, maybe you keep going. If your goal starts to slip away from you, maybe it's time for you to outcross. Timbo, what's going on, man? Appreciate you for popping in. Do you even have to outcross? The numbers say that, but what do we see in breedings physically? LOL. We see a lot in back come to the front. Why? We see a lot in the back come to the front. A lot in the back come to the front. I don't know. It depends. How far back are you talking that you see come to the front? Like 4 or 5? Yeah. I don't think 4 and 5 is too low to not see it. But you start talking about 6 generations, 7 generations, 8 generations, dogs that, we weren't around to see in real life. We judge them from a picture. I don't know if we can really say this dog got this trait from that dog from 20 years ago. Is it possible? Fuck yeah, it's possible. Definitely it's possible. But I just know that every generation that go backwards, the likelihood is dropping too. But I can't tell you why we see those from the back come forward. I don't know. I'm telling you, it's got to be some type of percentage. It's like a dog like that. It's like a dog like that. Even though you're not gonna see Dax in the first 3, but how many fucking times is he really in that pedigree? That's what we're gonna have with Golden Child probably in the next 10 to 15 years. So you don't see Golden Child right away, but how many times is he showing up in that pedigree? You know what I mean? So yeah, Dax might not be right there, but he in there so much, man. He is contributing to the percentages in a big way. Even his little numbers keep adding up. Even if he way back there on 3%, he back there on 3% like fucking 12 different times. He adding up, or maybe his kids are back there, same amount. They adding up, you know. That's about the best way that I could think about it. Once again, these are my opinions. I honestly can't tell you why, other than the percentages. Comments coming in a little bit faster than I can get to them at this point. Y'all was chilling out for a while. Now y'all just. So got a line bread Nip's daughter. Check her out. You gonna have to send it to me, Timbo? Oh yeah, beef in the head, man and Damien. Y'all going back and forth and really get both of y'all up out of here. Blood with those physical characteristics to tell you it's getting too tight. Big eyes, turn feet, a few others. Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? I heard a few things like that too. Now that you mention that. Now I've heard somebody tell you that like when you start to see these draining, running tear ducts, like, hey man, your blood is probably starting to get a little too tight there. A bunch of little tricks that I heard stuff like that too. I mean, that slipped my mind a little bit, but I have heard that. I don't know how to verify that though, but I have heard that. I've heard that. I think that's a good way to go about it if you've been around long enough to see that happen. Half of y'all look like grandparents not here no more. Facts. Yeah, talking regularly 4 to 5, sometimes 7 to 8 can just depends on what's back in there. Literally only like on things I'm telling you. Right. 3 then, like, why my dog look different. I agree with that, right? I like both really. Kick them out the classroom, Ray. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. All right, man. So we had a lot of opinions on this one. You bred it. I like this. This is very, very tight. I think it gives you a lot of options to go. Me, I'm out crossing. This is heavy. Like you try to pick this pedigree up in your hand. It's on the floor. You need some help. Hey, grab the other side of that pedigree, yo. You got it? Damn, it's still too heavy. Can we get somebody in the middle to hold this fucking pedigree up? This is a lot. So, I don't know what these dogs look like. I can't say it's dirty. I can't say it's clean. I just know that, man, this thing has been lined up for several generations. And then the top has been going at this for generations, and the bottom of this has been going at it for generations. And those two collided to it's still going. So you got a lot of doubling going on here, whether it's good, whether it's bad. It's a lot of doubling going on here. You got a lot of doubling. Shit, fucking doubling on the top, doubling on the bottom. Fuck, are we quadrupling it? Good, bad, indifferent? I'm out crossing. Where you going to though? I don't know. You gotta figure that one out on your own. Timbo says when you buy a real hound from a real breeder, most of the time it's ready for a cross. When you buy a real hound from a real breeder, most of the time it's ready for a cross. Do you agree? I kind of agree, Timbo. I don't disagree. I don't wholeheartedly agree, but I kind of agree. If you do get it, man, it probably can use maybe one more line breeder. Maybe one more, right? But I think that's a powerful statement, Timbo. I never thought about that. Most of the times when you buy a dog from a real breeder, it's ready for outcross. I like that, Timbo. I like that a lot. That's deep. I'm sitting there working now. This is steaming on my computer for everybody to hear, and they have zero idea what's going on. Oh, I'm public now. I'm public. I'm at work. Okay. I will, watch my language a little bit then. Everybody that's watching this, go tap in with Haley. If you need yourself an American bully, she's your local breeder. One-stop shop for all your dog needs. I just plugged you. I just plugged you. That's what happened when you tap in. I hope they like that. Give them your number, your email, and you take care of everybody in your community now. Most of the time it is. Yeah, most of the time it is that way. Joel, what's going on, bro? How you been? All right, so we got a lot of answers on this. A lot of people said that they outcrossing it. Some people said they still gonna line breed it. It's a lot of bravery. Let's take this down. Let me ask y'all, is this a well-bred dog? I don't care if you like the line. Let's just replace this with dogs you like and say that it was bred in that same way. Is this a well-bred dog? The question really should be, what are you line breeding? I don't disagree with that. Like I said, anytime you're doing a line breeding, anytime you're going to show a similar dog in the pedigree multiple times, know what you're doubling. Know what you're doubling. It's not, you don't always get positives with that. Negatives come along with that too. There ain't no bouncer at the club saying, come on in, good genes. Ooh, big head, come on in. Easty Westy, you stay out. Ain't none of that happening. You never know how, how that scramble up is going. You getting good, you getting bad. What part of that? So yeah, know what you line breeding. Well bred for some outcross gorilla, if bred correctly. Right. I like this breeding. I like this pedigree. I like really, really tightly bred dogs like this so that I can outcross it to a totally different line and bring something new into my program that's already locked in, per se. Right. And then continue on that. So I'm gonna drop that down for a second, man. Yo, so today, we look at 3 pedigrees, golden child sire on all 3 of those. So I guess we kind of got an idea of what we're gonna see a lot in the future in this breed. It's gonna be golden child. I don't know how that make y'all feel. It don't bother me none though. Why no K blood? I did not decide to say, hey, this is my first episode of Ped Talk. Let me feature Golden Child. I didn't decide to do that. I went live last week and I said, hey, this is this thing that I'm going to be doing next week. If you want me to put your pedigree up there and talk about it based on my opinions and my views of your pedigree, be my guest. Send it to me. The first 3 people that sent it to me, what we saw tonight is that I'm not picking what dogs go on this screen. I really don't give a fuck who blood it is. I just want to have a conversation with y'all. I just want to talk about some things, see if we can learn something together. We all got a lot of opinions. Some differ, some are similar, but I'm sure we can grow together. Whether I'm right or I'm wrong. I'm the type of person, you can tell me I'm wrong. I'm not going to feel no type of way about it. But when you do tell me I'm wrong, I do want you to provide a source so I can grow. You know what I mean? So I'm not picking nobody up, Timbo. This is just the way it came in, man. I didn't even realize it until I pulled it. I said, what the fuck? Golden child, golden child, golden child. Damn. But you got to ask yourself, though, man, how odd is that when he has probably thousands and thousands of more kids than the next person? So, the way statistics work, the probability of me getting more golden child sire pedigrees is high. We just got to face the fact that that's a thing. Right? I ain't hating on nobody blood. Believe that. Add Veneno as well. Listen, I'm not adding no baddies. I'm not adding blood. Y'all send me the pedigrees. I'm going to put them on the screen. We're going to talk about them. But if Veneno got 100 kids and Golden Child got 1,600 kids, you're going to get outweighed. It's just what comes in, bro. I'm going to put it up. You know what I mean? I can't do more than 3 at a time because it goes on, and I do want to have conversation with y'all. So I can't do more than 3 at a time. Unfortunately, this just happened to be the first 3 that came in to me. I put them up today. Shout out to those people that sent me those 3. Ruel, Andre Birdie Cannon, Ruel Mangrobang, and JFB2B Bullies, right? I don't even know J full name. I know he go by his kennel name. So relax, Ray. Don't pull out the 9. I ain't pulling out the 9. He has the highest probability in the game right now. He does have the highest probability. Yeah, if you're gonna send your sin, he has the highest probability, man. He's working. It's gonna be like that. Just like we go through these pedigrees and we go back a few generations, we probably gonna see Dax at a higher probability more than any dog, that was working back then. That's just the way statistics work. I can't control it. I like it though. Dax gonna be around. Golden Child gonna be around. Grim gonna be around. Rocco gonna be around. Lucky Luciano gonna be around. Waffle House gonna be around. Man, any of these dogs that put in their work and they was a top stud at a time, whether it had been for a year, a month, or several years, bro, they ran them breedings up. They increased that probability. And shout out to those dogs for doing what they did at the time they did it. So if you want to see something different, Timbo, send it to me. Send it to me. I'll get it on here. Veneno gonna be around. Veneno gonna be around. You know what I mean? He gonna be around. Bully hips. We not doing that. We not doing that. I'm gonna flag you, Kayla. You know what, man? I just realized that number. Oh, you know what? Why I ain't been putting these comments up? That number not going down. It's gonna keep growing. Yeah, don't talk to me. I talked to Mr. Randolph about that. He said it's gonna keep going, not me. You feel me? Yeah, Kayla down there being messy, man. I ain't even know you get down like that, Kayla. I'm gonna block you, Kayla. Don't get blocked. Don't get blocked. Do not get blocked. You know what I'm saying? And then even if you go to certain dogs, you're gonna see Golden Child. He been working, right? Too many people admiring top studs. Oh, you know what? Let me put this on the screen. Y'all can read it for yourself. I don't know why I just now figured that out. I should have been doing that. Too many people admiring top studs instead of trying to create one of their own. Bunch of hot dog jockeys instead of creators. Ooh. Hot dog jockeys. I like the way you censored yourself. We get the message. We get the message. Right? So I got an opinion on that. What I agree and then I disagree too. I do agree that it's a lot of people breeding to the same stud. But my thing is a lot of them studs, man, they proving themselves. Like they doing something we not doing. Let me not say we. Y'all might be doing it. They doing something that not everyone is doing, because if they were, then we would be talking about their studs more. So these people being seen, these people hitting the road, man, they working these dogs, bro. And then their dogs are producing, given the opportunity to, they delivering. So yeah, it's a lot of people breeding to the same stuff for sure. Absolutely. I can't lie about that. But at the same time, though, these people out here, man. They out here. They giving you a reason to breed to their stuff. They're putting it right in your face. Here you go. Where you live? Oh, coming to a show near you. Here you go. Right? So we can't really complain too much about their work ethic. I feel like that'd be like the music industry, man. It'd be artists out here every day. You turn on the radio, you hear them, you don't like the music, but got to be some kudos to the work ethic or the marketing, right? Unfortunately, this be more than just dogs. Unfortunately, I don't know how that go, but how do you create something, right? If you're not riding a wave, how do you create a wave with no water? Like, you gotta start somewhere. Every dog is somebody's son, right? Every dog is somebody's son. What do we do? What do we do when we're afraid to be? If I breed to golden child, like, is my dog always gonna be golden child's son? Or can my dog have a name? And then he can start to have sons. Like you, Joel. How long was Shots Fired a Waffle House son until he became Shots Fired? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you got to give people some grace. Give them a moment to like get in the lab to be able to, cook up something. Like, I think you being hard on people, bro. You got a grand champion dog over there that's really been putting in work and created his own name. Bro, you gotta give people some time to catch up. Give them some grace. I think marketing should be discussed rather than top studs. It's about how you present lots of nice dogs these days. That's what it is, right? Marketing, right? These apps, these social media apps, they have algorithms. Some people know how to use them more than others. Some people know what time to post. Some people know what day to post. Some people know what colors invoke certain emotions. Like, it get way deeper than just I got a nice dog. I agree. Marketing is a big part of it. So even though you market your dog really well, you market your dog to the point that people say, yo, I'll breed to him. I'll give this dog a shot because you sold me. I believe in this dog. Then you give that dog a shot. After that, the dog is doing what the dog does now. You don't even have to market some of these studs anymore. They ran a campaign and it worked. Most in it for a bag. Too many ped chasers. Oh, too many ped chasers. How dare you say that on a show called Ped Talks? You say that again. That's a red flag for you. I'm going to get you out of here, Cassandra. No, I'm just kidding. Too many ped chasers. It's a lot of ped chasers. I have no problem with ped chasers. My thing about chasing peds is make sure the dog look like the ped that you're chasing. Make sure the dog looks like the ped that you're chasing. Because I'll take a good dog over a good ped if the ped don't match the dog. Most in it for the bag. Yeah. But most people put a lot of money into this game. I don't have no opinions on people in it for money and people not in it for money. I really don't. Your dog gotta have a name. You gotta give your dog a name, right? Is Waffle House still around? Yeah. Yes. I can't say yes enough. Yes. And his legacy is still around as well. Yes. Joel said 2 years, Shots Fired was Waffle House son. Year number 2, Shots Fired was Shots Fired. Yeah. I capitalized off of him. Right. Now he became Shots Fired son. So look, Joel, at one point, right? I can't speak for everybody. Shots Fired was a dog with a big name. What if I wanted to breed to Shots Fired, which I did at the time, right? I reached out to you, I locked in the credit, I tried to breed to Shots Fired. whatever happened, right? With my female. I wanted to breed to you. You had a name at that time. Your dog had a name at that time. He was a top he was a top dog in the show world. I think he was like 5, maybe. I think he was like 5 in the top 10. Your dog had a name. You hit shows. You stayed active with him. You showed up. Shit, I seen you in Virginia. You traveled from, where you from, bro? Rhode Island? You traveled down from Rhode Island to come to a show in Virginia. Bro, that's work. And your dog still had a name. So even if I told you, like, yo, shots fired, bro, I got to breed to you, and then I got to get a son from shots fired. And then people going to tell me that I bred to shots fired because he got a name or because he was number 5. Bro, I think that's taking a lot of credit away from what you did, bro. So, you know what I mean? Everybody got to work. Diesel, K3 somebody, but he Diesel. We carry K3 time to time for the market. Once he hit Rumble, he is just Diesel. Right. So pretty soon your dog's going to have his own name. He's going to be Diesel. Marketing. I didn't know anything about dogs until 2015. Never owned one. Didn't know anything about standard or pedigree. Right. Look where you at now, though. So, you know what I mean? Just like allow some people that same grace. I think you hard on people right now, Joel. Shots fired. Yeah, shots fired. Nice. When dogs don't match the ped. We don't like that. But you also have to show his production. So when you breed to a stud, you got to show the stud's productions. Okay, I'm with you. Like the looks, right? Because I definitely agree. Send the link. All right, I'm going to send you the link, but we ain't turning this to no debate show. There it is. It is in there. It is in the comments. I hope you see it. If you don't see it, then it's going to be showing up on my Different Cloth Bullies page on Facebook. Also on the Different Cloth Bullies YouTube page. Pop in. All righty. Let's do that. Anybody down there, man. If you see the link, you can jump in, you know. Right now, we're just going to talk about these pads. It seems like the conversation is going towards studs a little bit, so I'm gonna pull that back. I don't too much want to talk about studs and what people do to make their studs. I really care more about the pedigrees that make the dogs on this show. So, you know what I mean? With all fairness, if it goes a little too out there, I'm gonna have to rein it back in a little bit. Y'all seen that, right? I posted that. It's in there. The link is in there if you want to jump on. Be my guest. No, like literally. Be my guest. Jump in. Too late, we already debated. Yeah. Y'all can debate in the comments all you want. Comments for y'all. As long as you know it ain't too disrespectful. Hot dog jockeys. That was a good one, right? He broke that one down. It was real. It was friendly for the kids. Even my kids are jumping here. Daddy, what's a hot dog jockey? I don't know. You gotta ask Joy. I'm glad you're doing this. Thank you, Timbo. Why not cover all bases? Bro, I don't want to cover all bases. Like, bro, you can tap into a whole bunch of live where people cover all bases, man. You don't go to Sports Center and ask them why they don't put on fucking Nickelodeon cartoons. It's Ped Talks, man. Have some respect for me, bro. You disrespectful, man. What are you? 19, 20, 21? Oh, disrespectful ass, boy. You know, come in here, ask me why you can't put your shoes on my sofa. Man, that's one red flag for you, man. I can't see the link. It's only up on your screen. Look, Joel found the link, right? So I'm about to bring him in. So Joel was able to find the links. The link is definitely in the comments, right, Joel?
What's popping? What's popping, man?
What's going on, bro? Where did you see the link at? Because they saying they don't see it. You
It's
got it
in
from
your YouTube.
All right, so Joel said he went to my YouTube to find the link, but it's also on my page, different cloth bullies. If you're on DCB Ray Wilson, you probably won't see it. If you on Facebook and you want to get that link, go to the different cloth bullies page.
Thanks for
Joel,
having
what's
me
up,
on,
man?
brother. It's an honor, man.
Anytime, man. Green screen looking good over there, bro. What is up? What is up, man? I hope I ain't rub you the wrong way, man, about that shots fired talk.
No. I never take it.
I don't know if you said send the link or send the link.
No. I was saying because I love the conversation, and I wanted to clarify. You say I'm hard on people, but from what I'm seeing, there's a lot of people that's not taking this breed seriously. So, and they're breeding all kind of crazy, silly ways. And these are experienced breeders. These are breeders that's been in the game for long. I'm not lying, man. There's a lot of people that get kicked out.
No.
Oh.
You solo.
I was about to say what I say.
No, you solo, bro. Say your piece, man.
But there's a lot of breeders. It's I seen it this weekend, not this weekend. I seen it this week, man. I took somebody to go get a pup, man. And man, this is crazy, man. This dude's been in the game for like 20 years, man. Was bragging about it. What I was looking at was crazy. It was just like it just was like, I was really upset. And it just shows like a lot of people ain't taking it serious. What are we actually doing? And everybody in the chat knows what I'm talking about. They know these people that's not taking this game seriously, man. They actually think it's a real game. Like, this is just like, I'm breeding for a purpose. And like I said, I ain't been in this game long. I only been in this game since 2015. Now I ain't get shots fired till 2017. You know what I'm saying? So how can a person like me, this is why I'm trying to grip my brain, how can a person like me that's been in the game for that's been breeding, let's say,
well, you had like 9 years?
Nah, man, my first breeding was in 2018. You know what I'm saying? Was in 2018 was my first breeding. So what, like 5 years, maybe 6 that I've been breeding, and I've been manifesting this blood and this pedigrees and stacking and actually doing it in a physical form, right? And I see it. You know what I'm saying? How can a person like me that's been in the game 5 years how am I doing it better than a lot of these people that's been doing it for 20? And you saying I'm taking it hard on, making it hard on people? Like, nah, man, we all should be like that. We all should be like that, because we all know these people that's playing around with these dogs, man. And they shouldn't be doing. They should be taking this seriously,
So you not giving no grace to nobody.
Especially a person that's skilled.
Grace, not even a 3-year period. So you came in 2015. You started breeding in 2018.
Nah, I'm not saying I'm like 3 years. You should. Nah, I'm just saying that at a certain point in your career, like especially I've been recently been going in on the breeders that's been in the game for 10 to 20 years. That I've been going in on them because I'm adamant saying it's these Amstaff, old school Amstaff and pit bull breeders that's messing up this breed. They need to because they come into the American bully community and they come in with their own vision. I know I'm not saying all. I'm not saying all
shots, man. You throwing shots.
I'm not saying all. I'm not saying all, but just hear me out. They come into the American. They don't like what the American bully is by standard, right? They see what that looks like. They make all the excuses. They're not gonna live long. My old dog used to jump in the back of my car and used to do this so now then the love for this dog That's why I'm probably blessed that I came into this game with no knowledge of any dog but the American Bully. You know what I'm saying? Because these people come now. I'm not saying all. I don't mean to disrespect all Amstaff and pit bull breeders. Because I see you go, oh, but they're messing up their breed because they're coming in with their own adding of different dogs into the mixture of an American Bully, whether it's Amstaff or pit bull. And they come in, they don't read the standard as what it is. They read the standard by what they think it should be with these dogs. You know what I'm saying? What did he say? I'm 2.5 years and I'm hurting feelings already. See? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Dog,
So
you see, and he's probably been following protocol. He's probably got good mentors by his side he's listening to. He probably messed up once and then or seen somebody mess up and was like, nope, I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And learn from it. Man, there's people that in our family we know that go to jail every summer, every spring. You already know that you know he's gonna be gone for Thanksgiving, man. You know he's gonna be gone for Christmas.
Going till November. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this, man. So right where we started chatting it up a little bit is about these studs, I guess, man, who some will call them hype or name. What I mean, those people are earning that. Would you not say that's being earned?
I'm not talking about the people that have the dogs. I'm talking to people that are using them. I'm talking to people that are using the dogs.
Yeah.
Like they have to understand that the stud that they got had to do the same thing. And he created his own path. He separated himself. So that's the main thing that they need to be looking at is separating themselves from that dog. See, this is the thing. They admire the dog instead of using the dog as a tool to capitalize on what they have in their yard. Yeah, you want to get some features from this dog. You don't want to beat this dog. You want to ride this dog's wave. You want to use this dog as a tool. And if we keep looking at that, we'll keep advancing our whole career. We'll never say, I got it. We'll always be trying to add and we'll always be trying to subtract.
So right. All right. Let's say, for instance, this is the dog, right? Let's say you got the dog that I need to breed to. You got it. Mm-hmm. However, who in my comments? Kayla, since Kayla name popped up. Kayla got this dog that every time I fucking turn on Facebook, it's in my face.
Mm-hmm.
I leave Facebook and I go to Instagram and it's right there again.
Mm-hmm.
And now Kayla got 100 people showing me puppies and they looking nice and thick and just, man, they beautiful. But you got the stud I really need. What am I supposed to do, bro? I don't even know you exist.
So, okay, I'm going to ask you a question I'm going to answer the question with a question. All right. So you're going for this job, right? It's worth 6 figures. Your first 6-figure job, you've been making $20,000, $30,000 a year, right? Now this is your first opportunity to get a 6-figure, but you got to stop smoking weed though, right? You got to stay focused. You've been smoking weed your whole life, but you got to stop smoking weed. You got to stay focused, right? On a task, which means I'm staying focused on the foundation that I'm breeding to, the dogs that I'm breeding to. I'm staying focused no matter if there's a golden child, beautiful dog that produces monsters, that there's a brim, beautiful dog that produces gorillas. You know what I'm saying? There's all these dogs that I can take and add into my program, but I have to stay true to what I'm actually doing first. You know what I'm saying?
So you're assuming that I have a vision.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying me.
Whoever this person is, you're assuming they have a vision. Bro, most of these people ain't got no vision when they get in here.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We don't need to be playing around.
So what's worse, Joel? Too many visions or a lack of a vision?
A lack of, because you can narrow it down once you see you can actually fail a couple of times, right? With what you think will work, and you can fail, which is actually a good lesson, because you can say, all right, now I know that don't work. I'm not going that way again, and you can advise other people not to go that way, and it's just going to help out. So I'd rather do it by not like that. You know what I'm saying? I rather, you know what I'm saying, have too many, you know, because you can narrow it down once you know this and this ain't gonna work. You can start narrowing your shit down or narrowing your stuff down. Sorry.
So you think that the lack of vision is hurting us more?
The lack of vision, yes.
Hurting
The
the
lack
breeder
of vision.
more than
Yes.
everybody trying to do their own thing. You think it's worse than the people out here? They don't even know what they want to do. They just catching every wave that comes past them.
That's different. That's different. When you say jumping on everything. Now, if you can't see what's working and what's failing, then that's the problem as well. Now that's ignorance. You know what I'm saying? If you're breeding to all of these dogs and you're not learning that, look, you know, this ain't working, that ain't working, but this right here is working. I'm gonna stay off of it, stay on this, and I'm gonna try to capitalize off of these breedings from this bloodline, and then try to see what's working from there. It's all a calculated guess, man.
See, I think Joel is the right person for a question like this, because to Joel, I already know he don't think that community visions matter, because the standard is the one and only true vision.
That's very good. She's right. Taylor's right.
So the community having many breedings, I can see that really saying, like, bro, if you're not following the standard, then everybody's going in the wrong direction. So, you know, I
don't care what your vision is. I'm like,
right. It got to reside within the constraints of the standard.
What's that pastor name? Jennings, Pastor Jennings. He be calling people heathens and stuff. Pastor Geno Jennings, Pastor Geno Jennings, yo. I'm like him. Like, he goes by the Bible. He goes by, like, see, you got some, I don't mean to be bringing, like, you got some Moorish Americans that will bring up driver's license and driving without license and all of this foolishness and trying to get over on the on apartments and houses and squatting. But that's not the real vision. That's not what's really in here. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I go by. I go by what's in here, and I don't go by anything outside of what Noble Drew Ali has written. So I don't go outside of any of that. So when you start adding different things, I kind of block it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mind I got. So I look at the standard. I know people don't know what they're talking about when they automatically look at a dog and say, oh, that's the muzzle every American bully needs to have. How is that a muzzle that every American bully needs to have when there's a certain calculation from the top skull and the muzzle? There's a certain calculation that it's supposed to be by percentages. Like how is that muzzle supposed to be on this dog right here? It wouldn't match. So I hear people say, you know, crazy stuff that I'm just that's the main thing, because this is a muzzle breed. This is a head breed. So it's very important where the placement is, eye separation, stop, top skull, muscle, cheeks, all of that's important. Expression.
So tie that up for me. How does one go about locking something like that in with the pedigree?
You gotta line breed to the proven dogs. That's proven producers. You gotta start with the females. You gotta start and look at what the females. It all has to match. The pheno and geno has to match. You know, there's some classic dogs that will produce gorillas, but if you look at them, they're like a borderline classic and standard. They got like the classic. They just don't have. They lack bone. That's probably it. But they have everything else.
Would you say Waffle House is falling in this category of dogs that you're currently talking about?
What do you mean?
Like a classic type dog that's gonna produce some fucking gorillas.
But he's a pocket though.
I know, right? We can't have a classic pocket, right? That doesn't exist. But I'm saying,
I don't think he's ever been a classic pocket.
No, right. We can't even have that, right? I'm just saying the style of dog that.
No, there's some classic pockets out there. You ain't mistaken, bro.
To me, there's no such thing as a classic pocket.
No, there isn't. There isn't.
Like breed type.
There isn't. But you know what I'm saying. You know.
that dog lacks breed type. But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is Waffle House, he outproduces himself, right? You
Mhm.
would look at him and you would be like, all right, you saw the breed was moving forward
Mhm.
and away from him.
Mhm.
However, he was still producing dogs that were pushing the breed.
Mhm.
So
He
when you
still
say
is like Kong that just was sold overseas to, I think
the dog that was in the Nationals,
that was up. That was
Waffle House son. Okay, I had no idea. I thought Waffle House was hanging in Jersey up.
You know what I'm saying? So, like that dog. See, people will call him a hype dog. People will call him a hype dog, but
Waffle House.
yeah, but I was using that dog when nobody knew about that dog at all. Nobody knew about that blood. See, I'm capitalizing off blood that people forgot about. That dogs that were gorillas, like World Stars, the dog who uh I'm surrounding my camp around, but like a World Star 3.0, a World Star 4.0, because the World Star there is a different dog than the dogs now. You know what I'm saying? And he is a totally different dog than the dogs now. So you have to. That's why I have to stay with the standard with the look of that dog for the time. You know what I'm saying? So
So you really so pedigree with what you doing is how important is
paramount,
it?
very
How
important. Like it's dog. I
can
have
you
dogs right now that look like World Star. I have dogs. I have puppy. I have a puppy right now that looks like World Star.
can
That
you
look with a
see
block
somebody
ear, a
can you
female,
see
huh?
somebody accomplishing that with saying that, oh, I'm gonna breed to the dog?
Well, I'm not breeding to that. He's just a piece of the puzzle of, because I also, I like charisma. Charisma is
No, no,
also
no, 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 no. Hold
oh
on. Hear me out. Can you see someone accomplishing that by just saying, I don't care what's behind the dog. I'm going to breed to the dog in front of me. Can you see them being successful with that?
yes, I can.
For how long?
Not long at all.
Will it produce?
That'll be the question. That'll be the question, because you can breed a dog to be a producer. Look at Keno did it. Keno actually did it. He bred a dog that wasn't going to be like, you can breed a dog to a point where it's going to start losing type, where you're breeding tight, but this female, once you do this outcross with this other gorilla, that's line bred, you're going to produce some crazy ass dogs, because you line bred this dog to a point of where it's about to lose type. But now you add in this vigor, and you know what I'm saying? But that could be a dog you're just looking at too. You could do that with a dog you're just looking at too, because it's just vigor, but you don't know what's back in the line of that dog. So if you continue with it, I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna be successful. If you're
Right.
lucky, if
That's
you're lucky.
that's what I was about to say. I feel like that's playing a game of luck.
Mm-hmm. There's people
But
that's doing that right now, though.
yeah, I know somebody that breeds to the dogs only. And you know what he told me? And it kind of made me like take a step back and say, He said, bro, he said, breeding to the dog right now doesn't really matter because 90% of them all go back to back some way.
That's
I
that's
said, okay.
it does, but
Right, right. But
it's the
it's
first
going
three
back to
generations.
it in so many different roads, though.
It's the first three generations, maybe four is what I go off of.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still work trying to find the litter that you had your dog, the litter that you're buying your dog off from. You want to see those pups. You want to see
I
what
want
the
to see
mother.
aunties. I want to see uncles.
Like, I just found out the breeding that I'm gonna do next year with Kodak Black, and my shots fired daughter got like 8 times what's her name? What's Magoo's mother's name? Holly Berry.
Oh, yeah, that's Terrell stuff. Cut it out.
He didn't produce her. Holly was given to him, bro.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
That's not his dog, man.
We ain't gonna go no deep on that.
I mean, and just go on a bully. I mean, it's like it's not really no shot at nobody. Go to Bullypedia. You'll see who the breeder is.
Well, if I stand corrected, thank you. But I've heard that was his girl in the.
No, he owned her.
Okay, but he did not produce.
Nah, that's how he got. That's how he produced. Denzel. Yeah.
Right. And
but old boy produced produced Magoo with that bitch.
Yeah.
So she has some monumental dogs just off of her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and to have her into the pedigree that many times is an honor. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody said, "Man, this is Ped Talk. Pull a damn Ped up." Hey, listen, y'all new booties ain't gonna know what the fuck y'all looking up when I pull up some Denzel, some Holly. Y'all gonna be like, yeah, there's some Gotti on. Y'all ain't gonna know what the fuck y'all looking at. Y'all gonna see fucking.
A lot of people don't know how to actually link a ped together.
Y'all gonna see Cairo. Y'all gonna see some shit y'all ain't never seen. But okay, Sir Damien, I'll see if I can pull it up for you.
Pull whose pet up?
I guess you want to see Holly's. Holly Berry. They made that song after her. You know what I mean? A dog that was so dope, she got a song. It wasn't about the actress. That was about the dog.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can jump
on.
Trying
to make me do extra work.
Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can jump on come on with my laptop.
Right, and then I can help you out. Screen share as well. Man, listen, man, this dog is so old, man.
I know.
Listen, man, it's gonna pull up on. And then, bro, it's so many Holly Berries, bro. I gotta find the right one. You talking about? I'm getting notes that say Pitts, man. Pittspedia. What is Pittspedia?
I don't know, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what they was using back in 2005 when they was making these dogs.
Hey, do you think?
But I found her on Bully Pedigrees. Hey man, some they was using back in the days. Let me see if I can share the screen.
What you on Stream yet? Streamlab?
Yeah. I'm gonna bring this in for y'all so y'all can see Holly Berry's pedigree. Now I know a lot of y'all ain't never been back far enough in y'all pedigrees to even see nothing like this.
You're stupid.
All right, man. Razor's Edge. Holly B. Let's talk about this one, man. So yeah. What year is this, man? What year is this we talking about? They don't even have the years on here. What we talking about? We talking about like around 5, 6, maybe. No, later, right? Later, more like 10. Let's see if we can find some dates on here.
I'm trying to figure out. Let me see.
So I'm guessing this was the thing back in the days. All right, I'll bring this up for y'all, man. There's a lot of dogs in here y'all don't know. Y'all just don't know. But it's behind a lot of stuff that y'all got going on today, though. I don't even know what you want me to say about this pedigree, Damien. I don't know none of these dogs.
What is he trying to see though?
I don't know. I guess he just wanted to see the pedigrees, but it ain't too much I can speak on with this pedigree, you know. I just don't know enough, man. But I think I was probably somewhere overseas in Iraq.
I'm saying what she produced from two different dogs. You know what I'm saying? From two different breedings, Denzel and Magoo, is that's not just a coincidence. That's man, my camera won't come cut on. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Oh, Cassandra, you're too late. Denzel already up here. So look, what time period is this, man? I wish I knew. I want to say this is like 10 to 12 range, maybe.
I'm trying. Let me see. My camera's at. I don't know what's going on.
All right, so yeah, we see what this is. This is Suarez Bulls. We know Suarez Bulls, True Tank, Samurai Paco. See, some of these dogs y'all may or may not know. Y'all should know Samurai Paco, especially all of us in the pocket community. We should know this dog. He had a huge effect on creating the pocket line. Look at these pedigrees. No color on the background. Oh, none. Just a white screen.
I'm trying to find.
We came a long ways, right?
We was handed a. Do you think that we was handed a lot of bullshit to work with? What we got right now, and we're fixing it right now. We're fixing the breed right now.
No, I don't think we was handed nothing. I think we standing on the shoulders of giants.
You think that?
Yeah. Hey, bro, like them people created the breed from scratch. Like you talking about, they was working with 3 different breeds.
But the breed. Go ahead. Yep.
Like they working with 3 different breeds at least to kind of create something. So all of the pitfalls of having a litter where you got one dog that carried that breed type from the litter, they dealing with what are we doing with the rest of these dogs that still look like a pit bull, still look like an Amstaff, still got too much bulldog. No, man, I really think that they put in a lot of work, man. Like they didn't have nothing, bro. They was creating the drawing board. And now we drawing on the drawing board. When they did it, the drawing board didn't exist.
Really?
Yeah, man. I would always say that we are standing on the shoulders of giants, man.
I think we was handed the blueprint, right, of the American Bully in 2015 is when the blueprint was handed to us of what the American Bully should really look like. And we're doing the work right now to create that, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
absolutely. But I mean, they gave us enough pieces to the puzzle to say, all right, y'all go 4.
What the f is going on with my camera, bro? I don't know what's going on with my camera.
What's going on?
So
Willie daughter to the child.
Check.
Right, Kayla, I agree with you. A great foundation was laid for us for as young as the breed is. Hey, bro, we still got a lot of work to go, man. We're not gonna see the completion in our lifetime, bro. It's just
I think we will.
In our lifetime, we're going for a ride. How old do you think you're gonna live to be? 200?
100?
Yeah, nah.
You still ain't
gonna. You still ain't gonna see
wish. Give me some
different directions. going in too many different directions.
What the breed is, you think?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But the breed, you saying the breed is
people
going in, you said the breed is going in different directions, but but the standard is staying the same.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that statement.
Yeah, the standard is not what's pushing this community forward. The standard is a place for people that like to show dogs, which happens to be the smallest sector of our bully community, and the least amount of money rolls through that sector. So the people that's making money are the people that's pushing this breed forward, and that's everything that's outside of the showroom. That's your extremes, that's your stack offs, that's your micros, that's your nanos, that's your merles. Like, no, it's too many different lanes to me to think that we're gonna have a complete breed in our lifetime.
Man, I'm glad I don't feel like that, man.
Yeah. I wish I felt like you, but bro, what happened one day is I woke up and I saw what was real.
And what was that?
What I just said, that the show ring doesn't move the needle of this breed, and it's unfortunate. Do I
But
want
it
it to?
can though. It can. It just has to be done the right way
It's
though.
gonna be hard because Grand Champ. It's gonna be hard because you got dogs out here that are producing on a more consistent base than you have dogs that are crowned. Not, you know what I mean? Like if you had a national winner that was out here fucking putting down dogs like Grim, Golden Child, bro, that shit'll be easy. The breed will move forward. But when people say, "Yo, I just bred two X, Y, and Z who wins every best in breed," and they say, "Look at my litter," and it's
And it
inconsistent.
don't match.
That's hard. But when you can say, "Yo, I just bred to the inbred fucking dog who nobody likes, who got all the characteristics," not only did I get fucking show dogs, I also got dogs that can stack, and I also made money doing it. How the fuck you gonna compete against that, bro? We gotta be real at the end of the day. I love me a show dog, and I love the standard, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't understand when somebody say, "Bro, I just bred to so and so, and my dogs cost X, Y, and Z," and they're gonna continue that way because they're making money. When we put out money, how much money it costs you to go and show for a weekend, bro? You're
But
spending.
that's different, man. That's different. That's different because hold on real quick. I'm about to come in here with
Yeah, they making money, man. The shows are spending money. Like I feel like when you go to the show, you really become a hobbyist, an enthusiast, and then you got you're a breeder. This is what you do. You're very enthusiastic about it.
Hey, I'm coming. I just
Yeah,
sent
I'm
another
gonna
invite.
drop you off of here. Yeah, your mic is muted, bro. You want me to unmute you, or you got yourself?
I got myself. What's cool?
All right. You are open. Your mic is kicking, bro.
Cool. It's too loud.
You coming in a little hot.
Hold on. How's that right there?
You good there?
All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm not the best breeder. I'm just a breeder with the idea. I'm just a breeder with a vision on doing something my way that's according to the American bully standard. I'm not saying I'm better than the next person. I'm not saying I'm better than whoever. I'm just saying that I see what I'm doing is working. The knowledge that was handed down from the OGs, and not just the OGs, the new dudes that's doing it with this new blood. You can actually do the same thing with a different blood. You just have to find your lane. You have to find those dogs within that realm, because or you can use those dogs and then go back on a clean version and line breed through that, especially if that dog's line bred, you could just add a sprinkle. If we start looking at breedings as a piece to the puzzle, we'll all be better breeders, instead of saying, I want my dog to be like Shots Fired, I want my dog to be like Brim. No, you should say, I want to add Brim's shoulder set and his crest to my program. I want to add certain features from these dogs to my program. I don't want the dog to be actually like this dog. That's what I'm saying. There's too many people as hot dog jockeys because they're fanboys, which I understand.
But if y'all go and y'all move to add those features in there from that dog, and y'all don't understand pedigrees and how to lock those traits in, you're only going to have it for one generation.
No, I'm saying the people that do know, understand that. Okay, if I add this dog,
you good. I just had to do a Ped plug.
Yep, it's an outcross. Ped is important. If anybody says Ped isn't important, let me see their yard. Let me see their yard, and the proof would be in anybody in the chat. No disrespect, but let me see your yard. I bet you it's not. It's not following the standard or the status quo of what's winning in the ring right now.
Hey, Joel, speaking of that, good segue. What's winning in the ring right now? Address that question right there.
What question?
Do you think a lot of people follow the standard?
Do you think No, I don't. I don't think a lot of people follow the standard. I think people follow what they think the vision of the standard is in their head.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. People from different breeds are met. I'm not going to say just Amstaff or Pitbull breeders, but there's different people that come from different breeds that are messing up the American bullies. They're messing it up because they don't want the American bully. They want the dog that they had before that they fell in love with. They want to add some of that to they don't feel like a terrier muzzle isn't they should keep it. We should keep this. We shouldn't separate ourselves like every breed that's ever been involved in being a successful breed separated themselves from whatever dog that was the parent or parent dog that helped create them, or parent dogs that created them. That you won't see too many dogs unless they're miniature dogs that were created in the same image of said parent dog or parent dogs.
Mm-hmm. Whew, it's a long one, Kayla. You got to summarize these.
I got you. Hold on. Let me put my glasses on. I got you. I'll be your sidekick, man. Do you think it's confusing when judges and upper people or whatever can't make up their minds on what they're looking for? I don't know how they expect us to know if they don't know. That's why I go back to the standard.
Fair enough, Kayla.
Babe, can you grab me a water real quick? I'm sorry. Can you grab me a water real quick? Thank you so much. I don't know. I think judges are human beings, you know what I'm saying? I believe a lot of them don't go by the standard. They go by what they believe, what they believe the dog should look like. And there's some judges that do go by the standard. There's some judges that pick one side over the other side. They don't pick the balanced dog, but a lot of times there's no balanced dogs in the ring. They're either one side or the other. They're type or they're not. So what do I pick? Do I pick a dog that doesn't have type, or do I pick the dog that has type? Especially in the champ class and a grand, you got to pick a dog. You can't just dismiss.
Right. If you can't make your mind up, then you got to go ahead and you need to pick the dog with the best pedigree available.
I upset you.
How you gonna know what pedigree the dog got in the ring?
All right.
I don't know.
Okay. Right.
But pedigrees, right? No, I'm just kidding, man. Look, honestly, I got in this game and I was going really, really hard. Oh man, I was hitting it hard. Trying to produce for the show and whatever, right? And my vision changed, whether you want to say it evolved or whatever. And it also got to a point where I didn't even care anymore about what was happening in the show ring. However, I do want to produce dogs that meet the standard, but I don't even care to compete as much as I once did. Like I don't seek that validation from a judge anymore, or I don't seek that validation from the registry anymore. I just want to go out here and I want to make good dogs. And I want to breed them and I want them to have longevity. And I want to see those dogs make great dogs in the future. I want to be able to, man, I contributed to that.
But
Contribute to what this dog is today.
You want to see me? I see if you have the opportunity to produce dogs that can go into the ring and perform, and if you have breeders, if you have other breeders that see what you're doing and want to invest into your program because they see that what you're doing is like transcending, with your blood, with your program. There's only, I would say, 10 programs that have programs like that where they have dogs where they're transcending
I don't want to
programs.
transcend. I don't want to transcend anymore. I used to want to transcend, but I don't want to transcend anymore. And I don't want to transcend in the show ring more than anything. Like I do want that dog that can go in and probably be that, bro. But I don't want to spend 20
How do you
grand.
know though? Yeah, but you don't have to do it like that. You don't have to spend 20 grand. How do you know that you're producing the best dogs? Just because of the sale of dogs? Just because of how many people sending you pictures of them smooching their dogs on the couch? Or like
no, because I'm at a point now where I'm comfortable enough to break down a dog and say personally if I think that this dog has a chance to show. Not only do I think this dog can show, like this dog, I can look at a dog now. This is my opinion. I can look at a dog now and say this dog has a possibility of being a champion. I can look at a dog and say, once he gets a champion, he's probably going to have it's going to be a rough path for him after that. Or I can look at a dog and say this dog is going to be a grand champion. Or I feel like I can look at a dog and say this dog doesn't have a problem being a top 10 dog. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm at that point now. So I just can't really see me chasing every weekend like I wanted to do.
No, I understand.
3 years ago.
I understand. I feel now, like if I would have fixed my knee, I feel like if I would have fixed my knee, I would have went to the NFL.
Listen,
honestly, I mean, if
right.
I was 190 pounds running a 4.45 40 in the 10th grade. If I would have fixed my knee in there, if I would have fixed my knee, I would have probably went to the NFL. Hey, I seen Holly Berry at the mall one time, man. I ain't say nothing to her, but I believe if I would have hollered at her, I believe that we would have had some babies, man. We had some beautiful kids, man. Some beautiful kids.
So I believe that I can look at a dog at this point and say, you're not gonna make the cut. You're not gonna make the cut.
Yeah. I hear you, but see, with me, without that validation, I feel like I'm just guessing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I want to be able to say, okay, I produce just as me as a breeder, knowing what it takes to be in the ring and to produce dogs that win and have a winning bloodline.
Thank you.
A winning.
So I don't want that validation, and I definitely don't want to pay.
Everybody, it's not meant for everybody.
Yeah,
everybody
at one point, but I definitely don't want to purchase it. It costs now to get that validation.
No, definitely not purchase it. I'm saying produce it yourself, though. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you still got to put it in the ring, man. How much does it cost to load up gas?
There you go.
Put this dog in the car, buy a hotel. This is not the negativity. This is the reality of it, where we become breeders and then we move into enthusiasts, and then next thing you know, bro, we are fucking putting life savings into validation. I don't want to do that anymore. If it comes in arm's reach of me, I'm in Virginia. If you come like in Maryland, North Carolina, maybe, I'm gonna come out there and fuck the show up.
So what if you're in a position? What if you're in a position to do it? Damn, I just pinched the shit out of my hand. What if you're in a position to do it? See,
that then it'll probably be fun.
That's what I'm saying. See, to me, it's fun. See, to me, it's. I'm a competitive person.
Your
So,
youngest child is an adult.
huh?
Your youngest child is an adult.
So what do you mean? Oh, I got you. Yeah, I got the time. I can tap dance. I feel you. I feel you. I can Gregory Hines as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? I can juke.
Right.
But uh, hey, what can I say? I was doing it when I when I had, you know what I'm saying, when they was like,
Right.
come on. We're talking about 2017, 18, 19,
Mhm.
2020, and 21 that I was
We
running.
don't even
I was
get
training my son. I was training my son for football and hitting shows basically at the same time.
right. And that's what I'm telling you. I don't have that zest. I don't have that zeal to do that anymore.
But I'm saying that's what I'm saying. But don't the way you're talking, it seems discouraging. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems discouraging, and somebody that might be enthused to do so, that to be in a show and to do something like that, to achieve greatness within the show,
Mhm,
confirmation show,
mhm.
or whatever registry, whatever, social media presence they want. This can actually change people's lives, man. You know what I'm saying?
By
Like,
all means, they should not let my opinions dictate what they want to do, bro.
if you
And
had
they
a
shouldn't let yours either, because if I'm telling
oh, it
them this
definitely
way
will.
and you're talking the opposite way, then we got them confused at the moment. Then they
I
don't know
feel
what to do.
anybody that's talking about they got the best dogs and without proof is
Mhm.
insane. I don't
Yeah,
care
yeah,
how
yeah.
your
No, no,
dogs
no.
look.
I hope you don't think I said that. I hope you
See,
don't
that's
think
what
I
I'm saying.
said that.
See what Chris said? What's more important, confirmation or extreme mass, etc.? It's all tied together. And that's the problem when people start looking at one or the other, when the American bully is supposed to be looked
That's his
all
fault.
at one thing.
That's his
It's not
fault.
supposed to be separated.
That's his fault. And I don't think I'm here to teach you the answer to that question.
I'm
You,
here, brother. I'm here. I'm
no,
here for you.
he ain't here to teach you either. You gotta go out there and you gotta fucking figure that out. You gotta figure that out, because the goal is a balanced dog. The goal is a balanced dog. Like, I have no problems with the standards. I have no problems with confirmation. I have no problems with the show ring. I just don't have the zest or the zeal to get out there every fucking weekend and chase it anymore. I just I just don't. I still want to breed. I still want to breed great dogs. And I don't mind selling it to somebody who wants to go and do that at the moment. I don't, bro. We barely even get vacations with these dogs. So,
I can't tell you the last time.
right, man. It becomes draining. But I do enjoy shows. Like being there, it's different than being online. I tell you, if you haven't been in the show, it's different than being online. It's two different types of communities. It's not like what you see here. You go out there, it's more of a community at a show. Do I still want to go to shows? Hell yeah. Do I want to spend $1,000 to get there? No.
What I can say is you can still set your legacy with show people that see what you're producing, that they want it in their yard, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna hit that ring and they're gonna advance. What? All I want to do is win, 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 no matter what. Really, that song just started playing in my brain. LOL, you're welcome. Yeah, I feel that's facts, man. That's facts. I want to bust your ass, but I want to do it with a smile and politely. Like, people think, oh, he's polite, man. He's so, but in my head, I'm saying your dog's fucking trash. I'm about to bust your ass right now with shots. Watch this stack up. Watch what I do. But you gotta have dogs that's winning in shows with high rare roach bagging, etc. Yeah, but you got dogs that shots got a slight
He said that roach back. He said that roach back. You ain't even
shot
read no more.
shots got a slight roach, man. But there's no perfect dog, man. You
And
show
to
me
me,
a
that's
dog that
telling them that the dog is good and to keep breeding. So look,
no,
so
but
this the
see,
way
do
I look
you
at this,
understand
Terrell.
what? Okay, so we have to understand anatomy, right? And what it leads to, right? We have to understand. We have to actually understand that, right? So, uh, uh, a slight roach, if you look at it, comes from the terrier, right? It comes from the pit bull terrier, and what it does, it actually gives that dog reach for when it runs, right? So even though our standard asks for a level top line, and it says a flaw is a roachback, it still comes from the terrier or with the Amstaff. I wouldn't say the Amstaff. I would say the pit bull terrier, and just like the muzzle with the breed. You know what I'm saying? There's still people that got terrier type. That's the worst. That's what's plague. That's what's killing our breed. People talk about high rears and all this stuff. Man, I'd rather have a dog with a slight high rear than walking into the show ring looking like they great.
Looking like a bulldog.
Who?
Looking like a bulldog. You'd rather have that?
Nah. I don't want it to look like a bulldog. I don't want it to look like a bulldog. I don't want the shit turning up. When it starts turning up and all that stuff, man.
Yeah, too much.
Nah, man, that's too much.
Some of them traits, though, the preferred traits with this head first breed, a lot of that comes from the bulldog.
It does. It does come from.
We're just looking for the right percentage of it.
That's why they have that 25 to 30%. The muzzle should line up with the top skull. Should be lined up with the top skull at that angle. You know, it should be 20 to 30, 35%. I mean 25 to 30%.
With a perfect stop.
With a perfect stop. That's the thing. With a perfect stop. Terriers don't have any stop. How many dogs you see in a show ring with no stop? With that slope. You know, with a stop. With the boys more terrier.
I feel like it's been getting better, bro. I feel like it's getting better since I came in. I feel like the competition has been ramping up, and like people that know they ain't got no business in the show ring, they're starting to stay out of it.
So, all right, that's now. All right, let's say, okay, better. What plagues our breed more? High rears, bad rears, or terrier type heads?
Terrier heads. That's a lack of breed type. So once you come with that, like you say, listen, man, my dog has all the confirmation in the world. Well, it doesn't matter. Your dog is not an American bully, so you're at the wrong event. So you can't win an American bully event with a pit bull. And people don't get it. Like breed type first. Meet breed type, and then we can have these discussions. This is a head first breed, and you're coming in here with a sick girl. That's not gonna win.
I don't see shit how in a show you can have fours, a 3, a 3, a 2, and no 10s. You can have that at an AKC show,
right? But
easily.
I mean, see, people. I think y'all forget that judges can withhold ribbons if they choose to. Like nobody, just because you're at the show, is not like, oh, I'm the best dog here today. I'm about to get some points. No, you can be the best dog there and still not be good enough that the judge feel that you should get awarded points.
Right.
You're not competing against dogs. You're competing against the standard.
Right. He said they don't. But there's breeders that's getting it together though, man. I see the breed going in the right direction. There's people that's so snake bitten that they don't want to see the correct way that the breed's going in. They don't want it because it's done passed them by. You know what I'm saying? They feel like it done passed them by, but it really hasn't. You know, they really this is the perfect time to get into the show ring, because now you have these certain bloods that you can, or certain dogs that you can use to help advance you versus when I started or when you started. You know, now there's dogs that basically, like the brother said, you can hey, thank you so much, man. Thank you, Rob, man. I really appreciate it. So there is
put that on the screen, and I'm leaving that up there until somebody have a better fucking something to say than that.
I'm happy too, man. You know, my camera wasn't working. I'm glad it's working, man.
Yeah, but your lighting's good too, though.
Huh?
Your lighting's good too, though.
Hey, shout out to the ceiling fan. But hey,
what?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I ain't mean to get you off.
I got some good lights.
Blame Rob for getting you off of your point.
So, but nah, I want dogs. I want dogs that are gonna win. I want dogs that I can say, look, that you know how proud people are when they say this dog comes off of grand champion so and so, to people that don't even know what a grand champion is. So they start to explain what, because it brings pride to them to know that this dog comes from a certain stock, that it comes from a proven show winner. It makes them feel good. People that don't even know anything about the shows, don't know nothing about the point system. They just know when they look at this paperwork that their dog says grand champion so and so, or national winner so and so, grand champion. That just makes people. And then if they look at people, it's prestige. Facts, Sheldon. When people look, I do this for legacy. I don't do this for what this person thinks about me or what this person thinks. I do this for my legacy. I do this for mine. It's one of the reasons why I left Duval Bullies, man. One of the reasons why I left Duval Bullies is because I wanted to create my own legacy. I didn't want people to think it was on Tone. I didn't want to think people think it was on Nick or Jerome. Duval Bullies is very close knit. You know what I'm saying? But people don't understand that within that crew, that people are using different blood within that crew. Yeah, we all used Waffle House, but we all that was at that time, because we was one crew and we had this amazing dog we seen do this one breeding. And I was sold. I was like, yeah, this dog's going to the UK as a gorilla. So I want to have dogs like that, But actually, to tell you the truth, I didn't care about Waffle House in the beginning. I didn't give a damn about Waffle House because I cared about Demon Boy. And Tone was doing the breeding with Demon Boy and his female that he had, and he only had one male. And I was supposed to get second pick male, and he only had one male. Good thing that happened.
It turned out to be a blessing, man.
Yes, it turned out to be a blessing, man. I wouldn't have never owned Shots Fired. If that would have happened, I would have never owned Shots Fired, man. He was like, I got this Waffle House son. No, I got this Waffle House son that you can see, man. You're gonna love him. I said, man, I don't want no damn Waffle House son, man. And I'm telling you, Waffle House wasn't. This is probably like his third, fourth breeding. And he was like, man, I'm telling you, we bred to this line bred Dax daughter. Right. And I was like, man, let me see the picture. He had a picture of Shot stacked up at 2 months. I said, yeah, man, I want that dog, bro.
Count me in.
I changed my mind really quick, man.
All right, I'll see what this is gonna do type shit.
but see, I had Shots, man. I didn't understand what a stud was, man. I didn't understand what having a male dog was,
a lot
man.
Of grand champions too. A lot
that
of
line produces a lot of champs. Yeah, facts. He does. I mean, he's
produced more grands than some dogs did in their entire lifetime.
I mean, my first year, my first breeding, I produced a champion and the third youngest female grand champion in ABKC history. My first year of breeding, and was it by luck? I don't know. It might have been because I tried to do the breeders again. It just did not work. But that's what happens mostly every time you try to do a breeding for the second time, right? That's what I've learned. That if you try to run it back, it don't work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that, man.
Yeah, I've heard.
Oh man, don't listen, believe it, man. Don't run it back, bro. No matter how good it looks. Don't run it back, man.
But
just find a better way.
The first time and I run it back, then it might work. Has anybody tried that?
Man, hell, why would somebody do that?
Because if it's good and you run it back, why?
I don't know, man. That's weird, right there, though.
Let's do the opposite of to test the results, so we can put it in the database for somebody else to try.
That's like I went to this restaurant, got food poisoning. Let me try it again.
Maybe that was an off day.
Nah, bro, you ain't thinking about that. You thinking of when you see that restaurant, you can smell the vomit. You can see the toilet. You can feel the tile on the floor.
But the reviews are good. Only you.
Hell nah, bruh. Nope.
You can't run it back?
Nah, I ain't running it back, bruh.
I'm
Shit.
running it back.
Hope they close that hole. Now you talking like a true bully.
I think she's talking about me. If it don't work, run it back.
Oh shoot. Oh no, man. Hey Kayla, no, please, man. He needs some milk.
Right.
Nah, you need to pour some milk on that breeder.
Do you feel you have to? Thank you. Let's talk about pedigrees again. That's really what this is about. Do you feel you have to line breed or inbreed to make a good dog? A good dog? No.
No.
A producing dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
Consistent? Yes.
Yeah.
Consistent with a certain look? Yes. Yes. At some point, you're gonna have to breed the best bitch that you ever produced to that father.
Ooh, inbreeding.
Yeah, at some point in your career, you're gonna have to do that. If you don't, you can lose that look quickly. You can lose it.
If you get to the point that you have to do that, that's a blessing. Because if you're gonna do that, that bitch better be worth doing it to, doing it for. And what you're doubling up on that's positive, that'll outweigh what you're doubling up on that you're gonna get to.
He said, or grandfather, which is true. Or grandfather. Right. But
almost everything.
I feel like that's breeding blindly. That's like that's like them dudes on that come to Facebook. Like y'all, the people that say no, I don't care about the ped. They the people that be like, yo, I got a bleeder. Post what y'all got up.
They don't even want to see the pedigrees.
You know how I look at that?
No. Those are the same people who doing pup backs. We don't even care.
Yo, you know what?
Pup backs. That's the options of what I'm willing to work with. If you ain't doing no pup back, we can't even have a conversation. And you know they still get 1, 2, 3, 1,000 people in those comments willing to do a pup back. The dude never posted the girl, never posted the pedigree.
Nope. You don't know what you're breeding to.
We don't know what she looks like.
You don't know what's going on.
Bro, all of you so anxious to put your dog out there because I want to see what he can do.
You might be against Merles and got a Merle carrier over there, just ain't showing the color.
But you want to see what he can do. Maybe he shouldn't be doing nothing. Because ain't nobody tried to see what he can do other than you yet. Casper, what's going on, bro, man? How you doing?
That's true.
Something. We doubling up on good and bad. When we lose the original look eventually. Anyway, if you continue to run it back.
But why does it have to? If we're doubling up, we're gonna double up. You're gonna double up on bad as well. I mean, the bad is you definitely gonna have to double up on a bad because there's no hunted dog. There's no dog that is perfect. So you're
not losing the original look. Like if anything, you're solidifying that look that's gonna continue to have a higher percentage of being carried on to the offsprings.
That COI is gonna be dope.
Right, that COI definitely gonna be lifting up.
For real, man. That's when we start looking at it like that, man. We start looking at I want my dog to the foundation to be bulletproof. So basically, it's gonna take you like 6, 7 generations to mess this line up. Y'all got me wanting.
We got you, Rob. We got you, man.
Yeah, I'll send you one too on mine, man.
They refer to it as locking in. Right. Yeah. That's the word for it. But look, y'all, I'm really about to wrap this up, man. It carried on a lot longer than I wanted to, man. That means time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you for tapping in, man.
Yeah.
So with that, y'all people, man, y'all send me y'all pedigrees, bro. I really need peds to put up here and talk about. Man, I'm gonna check it out. My phone been beeping.
I know, blowing up. I know I had it, man.
Live, man. But out of respect for y'all, I left it alone. So
y'all be easy, man. Good looking, man.
Hey, bro, anytime, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all with this outro. And then we'll catch up again next week, man. Well, my outro is my intro, right? Y'all think I need a separate outro and an
I want to
intro?
hear it. I want to hear.
And I run
see
the
what it is.
intro with the outro.
Let me hear what it
I
is.
don't know, but y'all take care and enjoy the rest of y'all night, man.